Welcome back to Muslim Philosophers as the road stretches peacefully ahead and your heart begins to slow down. Tonight we journey far back in time to the golden sands of Arabia, to the heart of Makkah, and to the story of one of the most beloved men to ever walk beside the Prophet Muhammad. His name is Abu Bakr As Siddeeq, may Allah be pleased with him. This story is about faith that never wavered, kindness that touched every soul, and friendship that changed the world. Picture the city of Mecca more than 1400 years ago. The desert air was warm and dry. The sun rose slowly over the mountains, painting the sky in shades of gold and amber. The call of the early traders filled the narrow streets, while the fragrance of spices and leather drifted through the market. In this peaceful yet bustling town lived a man of noble character, gentle, honest, and deeply respected. His name was Abdullah ibn Abi Quhafa, known to everyone as Abu Bakr. He came from the tribe of Quraysh, a tribe that valued lineage and honor, but Abu Bakr's true honor came from his heart. He was calm, patient, and known for his honesty in every matter. People trusted his word as they trusted the sunrise, for he never broke a promise and never spoke a lie. Before Islam, Abu Bakr was already known for his compassion. He cared for the weak, helped travelers, and respected everyone regardless of their tribe or status. His heart was naturally drawn toward goodness and truth. He did not worship the idols of Quraysh, nor did he believe that stones or statues could bring benefit or harm. Even before the message of Islam reached him, he was a man whose heart leaned toward the truth of the one Creator. Then one day everything changed. In the quiet of the night, the Prophet Muhammad received the first revelation from Allah through the angel Jibril. When he shared this divine message, some doubted, others mocked, but one man's heart opened instantly, Abu Bakr's. When he heard the words of the Prophet, his face lit up with serenity. He asked no questions, sought no proof. He simply said, "I believe." And that simple sentence became one of the most powerful declarations in history. From that day on, he was known as Siddeeq, the truthful one, the believer who confirmed the truth without hesitation. Imagine that moment. The city around him was full of disbelief, yet he stood firm. While others turned away, Abu Bakr stood by the Prophet with unwavering loyalty. He became his closest friend, his companion in every trial, his supporter through every hardship. When people insulted the Prophet, Abu Bakr defended him. When they plotted against him, Abu Bakr protected him. When the early Muslims were tortured, Abu Bakr used his wealth to free them. Among those he helped was Bilal ibn Rabah. May Allah be pleased with him, the noble man who later became the first to call the adhan. Bilal was tortured for saying La ilaha illallah. Abu Bakr, moved by compassion, purchased his freedom. Imagine the courage it took to stand against the most powerful men in Mecca to rescue a man who had nothing but faith. That was the heart of Abu Bakr, brave, generous, and deeply faithful. Years passed in Adiswa, and the persecution of Muslims in Makkah grew worse. The Prophet and his followers faced mockery, hunger, and harm. Through it all, Abu Bakr remained beside him. When the Prophet announced that Allah had given permission for the Muslims to migrate to Medina, Abu Bakr prepared eagerly. He longed to travel with the messenger, and his heart was filled with hope. And then came one of the most beautiful journeys in history, the Hijrah, the migration from Makkah to Medina. When the Prophet informed Abu Bakr that he had been chosen to accompany him, tears filled Abu Bakr's eyes, not tears of fear, but tears of joy. It was an honor he treasured more than anything in the world. They left Makkah quietly at night, walking through the desert under a blanket of stars. The moonlight shimmered on the sand, and the air was still. Abu Bakr walked beside the Prophet, his eyes constantly scanning the horizon, protecting him with his own body. When they reached the cave of Thar, they hid inside to escape the pursuers from Quraysh. The sound of footsteps and voices came close, so close that Abu Bakr whispered, "O Messenger of Allah, if they look beneath their feet, they will see us." The Prophet, calm and full of trust, replied, "Do not be afraid, Abu Bakr. Indeed, Allah is with us." Those words carried power and peace. Abu Bakr felt his fear melt away. He knew that with Allah's protection, no harm could touch them. After 3 nights, they continued their journey to Medina. The road was long and hot, but Abu Bakr remained patient, shading the Prophet whenever the sun grew harsh. When they finally arrived, the people of Medina rejoiced. They sang Tala'a al-Badru alayna, welcoming the Prophet with love. Beside him stood Abu Bakr, smiling, his face filled with gratitude. In Medina, Abu Bakr's kindness continued to shine. He participated in every major event of the early Muslim community, the battles of Badr, Uhud, and the Trench. Yet, even as a warrior, his heart remained gentle. He never sought glory. He fought only to protect the truth and the believers. Abu Bakr gave everything he owned for the sake of Allah. Once, when the Prophet asked the companions to donate to support the poor, Abu Bakr brought all his wealth. The Prophet asked, "What have you left for your family?" Abu Bakr replied softly, I have left for them Allah and His Messenger." The Prophet smiled, recognizing that no one could surpass Abu Bakr in faith. He lived simply despite his wealth. His clothes were modest, his food was basic. He often helped widows and orphans without telling anyone. Sometimes he would go out at night carrying food or water for those in need, his face hidden in the dark so that only Allah would know his deeds. He was also known for his deep emotional connection to the Quran. When he recited, his voice trembled and tears streamed from his eyes. The verses touched him deeply, reminding him of the mercy and greatness of Allah. The Prophet once said that Abu Bakr was the most merciful of his companions toward the people. Then came a moment that tested the hearts of all believers, the passing of the Prophet Muhammad. The city of Medina was filled with sorrow. Many companions were in shock. Some could not believe it had happened. Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, stood in the mosque and declared that the Prophet had not died. At that moment, Abu Bakr entered. His face was calm, though his heart was breaking. He went to the room of the Prophet, lifted the blessed cloth, and kissed his forehead. "May my mother and father be sacrificed for you, O Messenger of Allah," he whispered. "You have tasted the death that Allah has decreed for every soul." Then he went out to the people and spoke with a strength that only faith could give. He said, "O people, whoever worshipped Muhammad, then Muhammad has passed away. But whoever worships Allah, know that Allah is ever living and never dies." Those words brought the companions back to their senses. They remembered that the mission of Islam was greater than any one person. It was the mission of truth. The people wept and faith returned to their hearts. After that, Abu Bakr was chosen as the first Khalifa of the Muslims. It was a great responsibility, and though his heart was humble, he accepted it for the sake of Allah. He said, "So, I have been appointed over you, but I am not the best among you. If I do right, help me. If I do wrong, correct me." His leadership was filled with justice, mercy, and wisdom. During his rule, the Muslim Ummah faced challenges. Some tribes tried to turn away from Islam. Abu Bakr stood firm and united the people. He ensured that the teachings of the Prophet were preserved and that the Quran was collected into one book to protect it for future generations. Despite being the leader of a vast and growing nation, Abu Bakr lived as simply as he always had. He continued to milk his neighbor's goats and sweep the courtyard of the mosque. Once, when a companion told him that others could do these tasks now that he was Khalifa, Abu Bakr smiled and said, "These are acts of service. I would not give them up." He ruled for just over 2 years, but in that short time his impact was immense. His fairness, humility, and compassion became the model for future leaders. When his health began to decline, Abu Bakr prepared for his meeting with Allah with serenity. He appointed Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, as the next Khalifa, ensuring stability for the Ummah. He asked his daughter Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, who was the wife of the Prophet, to bury him beside the Messenger in her room. In his final moments, he looked up to the sky and said, "Let my death be easy, for I have lived my life for you, O Allah." Then, with peace in his heart, his soul returned to his Creator. And so ended the earthly journey of Abu Bakr As Siddeeq. May Allah be pleased with him, the truthful one, the loyal friend, the gentle leader, and the shining light of faith. As the years passed, his story continued to inspire. His name was spoken with love and reverence by those who came after, and even now, as we reflect on his life, we can feel the tranquility of his example. His story reminds us that faith is not loud or boastful, it is quiet, steady, and full of trust. It teaches us that true greatness is not in power or wealth, but in humility, truthfulness, and service to others. So, as you listen to this story under the peaceful rhythm of your drive, think of Abu Bakr's calm heart. Think of how he believed instantly in the truth. Think of how he gave without expecting anything in return. Think of how he comforted the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when the world turned against him. And let that faith settle in your own heart, the kind of faith that brings peace even in the middle of life's storms. May Allah make us among those who follow the example of Abu Bakr As Siddeeq. May Allah be pleased with him. May he grant us truthfulness, humility, and love for his messenger, and may he unite us with the righteous in paradise by his infinite mercy. Thank you for listening to this story on Muslim Philosophers. If you found peace and reflection in this journey, please subscribe and join us again for more calming stories about the great figures of Islam, stories that bring light to the heart and peace to the soul. May your night be gentle, your heart at rest, and your faith renewed.